More donations than ever, thanks in part to recent food drives across the state.
And now volunteers are working in a sort room at Feeding South Dakota, organizing countless boxes, bins, and bags to make sure donations get to those who need them most. Dakota News Now photojournalist Dave Hauk caught up with a volunteer on how the process is going.
So I was out here when it was a pantry set up like a grocery store. Now it's the sort room, so it's countless boxes and bins and bags from drives. I wonder if they could maybe put them up at the front. And now we're able to sort through this food, sometimes relatively quickly, other times it's a jumble and they go into different boxes. Maybe that's why I end up finding so many of them.
We now use it as a sort room. Because of the government shutdown, we've seen more food drives than ever, and we love food drives. They bring in a ton of product, and so in here they sort through that product and make sure it gets out to our wellness pantries at Sanford Children's or Averis campus, into our school pantries and our partners across the state.
It says, "I like cars, do you?" I was at Avera McKinnon here in town, and I was a neuro nurse. Friends, I've got some more. I'm not working in a hospital currently. My focus has been on community health, trying to get the right resources to the right people. And as a volunteer, I'm not using my nursing skills or professional license in this capacity, but this is a part of health.
So the food that you see here that's being sorted right now, a lot of that is from food drives across the state. We had quite a bit of food drives in the month of November with the LAPS and SNAP benefits.
Ooh, more jelly. Brain trumps all. You have to feed your brain. It doesn't store fat. You got to eat the right things, and this is one way that people can get it.
When 75,000 South Dakotans were worried about their SNAP benefits, we saw an increase, and so having this room to be able to quickly get product out is even more important.
They'll make sure that out of the thousands and thousands of items we've sorted, that they're getting the right thing into the right hand. Get proteins and meals in a can. We have these charts here. The reason why I like this one is that I like to organize and tidy. So there's a task for everyone. Feeding South Dakota, like all the other nonprofits, they won't waste anything, including a room like this.
I always say that if you're able to give $1, we can buy a lot more peanut butter with your dollars than you can through a food drive.
But although I do most of my volunteer work in this room, my efforts are then doubled by the next volunteer and the next volunteer and the next volunteer. And that's why it's so important to me to keep coming week after week. Only one volunteer, but I know that it helps.
Photojournalist Dave Hauk with that story for us tonight. Feeding South Dakota will put all the donations in a truck, which will be shipped out to partners across the state.